Aarti, you'll start.
Live stream is up. Om. 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 Sahana bhavatu, Sahanau bhunaktu, Sah Viryam karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Janmadhyasya yatonvayaditarataśca artheshvabhignam swarat tene brahmahridaya adikavaye muhyanti yat surayah tejo variyathamay vinimayo yatra trisargo mrisha dhamna svena sada nirastakuhakam Satyam param dhimahi Satchidanandarupaya Vishvotpattyadihetave Tapatraya vinashaya Shri Krishnaya vayam numaha Narayanam namaskrityam Narayana namaskrityam. Can you finish it, Bala?
Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Tato Jayamudiraye.
Allow me to share, Aarti.
Yeah. Able to?
Yes, yes. Where was it stopped the last week?
Yeah, all this is over. Move on. We finished even, yeah. Finish this next one also we will.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, no, no. Go up, go up. Sorry. I think this one we didn't do. Go. King Shaudasha we have to do. Move up one story up.
This is Ganga.
We did a few more stories in between. Okay.
Here it is all that Mandakini.
Correct.
It's It's all over, huh?
Yeah. Mandakini and all that is over.
Saudasa.
Yeah, we didn't do this one.
Okay. Shall I read?
Mm.
King Saudasa. One of the descendants of Bhagiratha was Saudasa, the son of Sudasa. Like all the kings of the solar race, this king was a very righteous and God-fearing man. Once he had gone out hunting, and while he was engaged in the pastime, came across a Rakshasa. The king killed him and came back to his city. He did not, however, know that the dead Rakshasa had a brother who was now bent on avenging the death of his brother. He came to the city and managed to enter the palace of the king. He assumed the guise of a cook and stayed in the kitchen of the king. Once, when the king was hosting the great Vasishtha, who was his Kulaguru, this Rakshasa cooked human flesh and served it to the Brahmana. Vasishtha realized that the food served to him was unfit to be eaten. He became very angry with the king and cursed him with the words, "You will become a Rakshasa who is the only one who will eat the food you have served me." As is usual with short tempered Brahmins, Vasishtha thought about the incident for a while and realized that it was the doing of the Rakshasa and that the king was innocent. He therefore said that he would modify his curse. The king would be a Rakshasa for the duration of just 12 years. Saudasa, however, was very angry with Vasishtha for the injustice of the curse. He was a very righteous man and he took water in his hand with the intention of cursing the rishi in return. But his wife Madayanti was who was a God-fearing and good woman, knew that her husband was doing a wrong thing. She rushed to him and said, "Please desist from this action. Brahmins and rishis should be honored, and it is wrong on your part to be angry with your Kulaguru, even if he has been unjust in cursing you. It is not good for you or for your descendants." The king was convinced by the words of his wife. He realized that he should not have given in to his anger. He poured the water on his own feet, which became dark as night. He earned the name Kalmashapada. Kalmashapada, maybe. It's Kalmashapada. Anything, Arti?
Maybe Kalma Shapa. Oh, Pada.
I
Yeah.
think Kalmashapada must be.
Mm. Yeah. I think that's coming up. Just that even Vashishta got angry, is what I'm
Mm.
thinking. Because normally it's Durvasha, Vishwamitra, who are told.
So that's why it's also given here, no? The short-tempered
Short
Brahmana. Even who is Shringi, right? The Shamika's, the one who curses
son,
Parikshit.
Shringi. Yeah, Shringi.
So for a Brahmana to be short-tempered, the impact is very high.
Very high.
So that is why that Shama, Dhamma and all is necessary. It is very much needed.
And the words that come out of the mouth, the Vak Shuddhi is so high that, and Vak Shakti hence becomes so high that any word that is uttered becomes
Yeah,
a reality.
yes. So much of tapasya they have. So
Mhm.
very important that there is that Shama, Dhamma. Mm.
But again, the king also lost his temper because, in a way, he is responsible. He is his Kuluguru, he has come to his house and he has been served this. You cannot
Mm.
completely,
Mm.
it's not like he's not completely unaccountable for it as well, isn't it?
Yeah, you can say maybe negligence of the king also.
Mm.
We never know. Mm.
Yeah,
But God fearing is there in both the places. I don't know
right.
why that is given like that. No? Probably when we are God fearing, it is difficult to accept everything as only when it becomes God loving that acceptance maybe comes. I don't know. That is just coming up.
Yeah, it is God fearing is very easily used in day to day life, as though if you believe in God, you're God fearing.
Ah,
But in reality, I don't think in Sanatana Dharma, fear of God is ever inculcated in anything. It is never told that if you do this, God will do this. It seems to have come from maybe influences from other religions. It's possible. But and there was a period when even the Papa and Punya were very distorted because of this. God, oh, you did this wrong, so God is angry with you, so he will punish you. That is Papa. You did this. If you do good, then God will be pleased with you. As though God is partial and that he will give us punishment and he will give us reward. But God is impartial. He is impartial in action, in inaction, in everything. He is like the sun shining to all. So, like security guard fear, like all those fear, God fear was also inculcated.
Somewhere I heard, no,
Mm.
those days, it was a very common sight to see sadhus, with
Mm.
all that vibhuti,
Oh,
ashes,
Puchandi, no, they'll say.
puchandi, and for children, puchandi was equated to fear somehow. If you don't eat, puchandi will take you away. Puchandi puchindruvam.
The real meaning, there is something of Puchandi.
Yeah, Swami says, Pusinda Andi, the one who is all
Covered
over.
in ash.
Huh?
Covered in ash.
Covered in ashes. Andi is a sadhu, someone who has renounced everything. You know?
Mm.
So Pusinandi becomes Puchandi. So he was saying, I am also Puchandi only in some talk he was saying. So the somewhere that fear, and I think when we are caught up in doership within this law of karma, sometimes we get too much caught up into, this is papa, this is punya, if I do this, this is okay. We should not become patra to the anger of God. So many things has come. I think all these things can be slowly not given importance only when there is love, pure love. That bhakti which Bhagavatam says. That's why I was wondering in Bhagavatam, this word God fearing, maybe we must look at the shloka and see. What is the word used? Because even
Sometimes in
the author has
translation,
correctly only used all the words, no?
yeah.
So even in Bhagavatam, it is given means we must see what it is. Vedavyas writing. All this time, it goes beyond the all this doership, right? All the time. So we don't know anyway. So Madhayanti also God fearing and good woman. Yeah, maybe goodness, dharma and all might come in, papa punya, but then the doership can never go when as long as one is God fearing, and there is that fear. Because I am
See,
still
it may be a very colloquial word
Mm.
used without much, because I remember when I was in my ninth standard or eighth standard, there was some mama of mine who was looking at my hand and he said, "You will be God fearing."
Yeah, correct.
Like
Many,
that, he
many of
said.
us.
And I said, "God fearing? I am not afraid of God. I love God." Yeah, yeah, same thing. This
Same
is
thing.
he said. So,
Yeah. That's how it is also, no? Father means no, there should be some fear. It is actually love only.
love only.
But that, I don't know.
Mm,
Maybe. So it could be a very colloquial thing.
it may be colloquial, or we have to look at the
Yeah.
actual
In
translation.
Bhagavatam, to see that word, we
Mm.
have to see. There must be something for behind that. One thing that's coming up here is he has not accepted the curse. Now, Parikshit, with so much bhakti, the moment he gets the curse, there is total acceptance.
Exactly.
We saw Rishabh, who is that Ambarisha also, you
Hmm.
know. So
Unperturbed by the.
unperturbed. So bhakti is given that Prahalada was no words. So here, because it is used, maybe it's partial.
And
But
even to just go back, and that's a good point where you say now why is he angry? He's saying he cursed. That was unfair. I didn't do anything wrong.
exactly, there's so much.
So, yeah. it is when the doership somehow comes up, that is when we get into that defensive mode, and it is unfair. It comes
Yeah.
from a sense of ahankara.
And even the wife, the way she is advising is it's not good for you and for your descendants. Again, comes back to the same thing. Mm. This in many places, what we see is it is all Bhagavad Icha,
Yes.
right? That is how Bhagavatam speaks.
Uh,
Bhaktas talk like that, it is Bhagavad Gita. If this, even in that Narsimha Mahavatar, a beautiful movie, I am sure many would have seen. So very that Prahlad, so cute, even though
Very sweet Prahalad. Oh,
yeah,
beautiful.
very
I
very
don't know
very.
if you've all watched that movie, but
It's beautiful and
Yeah, we saw
it,
the movie. We took the
mm?
kids also. We saw the movie, took the
Is it
kids
in
also.
Hindi, Marathi, Tamil?
it is there in all languages,
Yeah.
Premaji.
Oh,
But
great.
in certain theaters. Some theaters have the Hindi version, some theaters have the Tamil version, some way theaters have the Kannada version. It's like that.
So Tamil is also there. Mm.
Yeah.
I thought original is Kannada, no? I think.
I think in Bangalore, Kannada and Hindi are there.
Hindi.
Original is Hindi, it seems.
Oh.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Though it is from Hombale Films.
Ah.
Hmm.
And the place where Prahlada was about to being pushed by the two guards, it was so every scene was very beautiful, but somehow few things I think at that wherever we are, we get touched with few things, right? So at that time, that pure love of Prahlad, as he was going, also he is just immersed in the beauty and the two guards, their heart is melting looking at that pure
Yeah.
love.
That is what really struck me, was that even how the guards who were following the orders of Hiranyakashipu, they have taken it very beautifully. In a
Mm.
very seamless way, they show how even the students there, how they beautifully start understanding the beauty
Yeah.
of Vishnu, love for Vishnu through Prahalada. How he's not even taking too much effort.
It's just there.
He's just
It's
being
there.
with it, and it is just happening, and he's going, and they're like, are you not scared that you
Mm.
we are feeling very bad for you and all that? And he's like, no, I'm not
Mhm.
scared. And even their heart melts at the end, the
Yes.
guards hearts.
The power of that true love, Parama Prema Rupa, they say is Bhakti, So, and that is how Prahlad, that Bhakta, he says, you do your job. You have been asked to push me. Even if you push me, I cannot die. I am that Atman. If body, something has to happen, it is the will of Hari.
Yes, yes, that time.
See, that is the, the Lakshana Bhakti that the Bhagavatam talks about.
That is the Drida Nishchaya or whatever, being
Yeah.
absolutely in the abode
Yeah.
at all times. Even when he is that compassion. When Holika, he goes and tells Holika, I
Yeah.
am concerned about you. You will be burnt
Yes.
in
Yes.
that fire. So he's concerned about her. I know you will be burnt. I know nothing will happen to me
Yeah.
because Vishnu will protect me. He's there. Even if something happens, and that's what he says when he's going to be pushed down. He says, so what
Yes.
if there is death? Death is only for the body. It is
For the
not.
body.
So there's
That
nothing.
that is jnana. That is true parabhakti. That is jnana. Complete no association with the body.
Mm.
That is when I think there's
And
no individual self.
and how, see, there was this conversation in last time's Atma Bodha class also, how the consciousness is shining through everything. So, like electricity is passing through the fan, the light, the refrigerator. Now, the fan is not going to become the light, or the light cannot do the functionality of a refrigerator. Isn't it? The fan will be fan only. The light will be light only. The refrigerator will be refrigerator only. But all of these get powered by that electricity. Like that, each one of us is very unique because of the imperfections within us. In our perfection, we are one. In the imperfections, there is a uniqueness. So there is no point in saying, oh, this person is like this person should become like this, I should become like this, I am not like this, I am not. Just each one of us, the way we have been made, we function like the fan, like the refrigerator, doing whatever has been designed. Not that I have designed, not that I am doing. But in all of this, the beauty is even Prahalada was from an Asura clan.
Hmm.
Bali was from an Asura clan. And still they were graced by his blessings and his devotion and being one with him, just wherever they were, just by surrendering to him. Through Shraddha and Bhakti, that surrender, through that, so, okay, my nature is like this. Will I be able to? Will I do this? Will be able to? No. For everybody, maybe there are some with more tamas, some of us with more rajas, maybe some of us with more sattva. But the divine is gunatita, beyond all these gunas. Whatever is the combination, when that mode of surrender comes, his grace becomes available to each one. Because typically in the asuras, it is said that if you look at the 14 lokas, from the top, the people they are more sattvic, and as you go down, the rajas increases. As you go down further through the lokas, it is the tamas which is increasing. So in the asuri quality, there is more tamas. But to everybody, that is what the Bhagavatam, Krishna through the Bhagavatam is telling us, that he is available to everybody. His grace is there, shining to everybody, wanting everybody's to look at him. So the way that Raudra Narsimha, he is smashing everything, he is angry. And Narada comes and tells Prahalada, only you can. Everybody, Indra says, no, I can't go to him now. He looks very angry. Lakshmi Devi says, no, I can't. And then Brahma says, Prahalada, you go. And every step he goes, he just melts for his bhakta. It's a beautiful movie. If anybody hasn't watched it, please watch. And all that ISKCON song of Namaste Narasimhaya. It's nicely taken. The VFX is okay, not a huge budget. So, but still you come out feeling very good about the movie. The animation of Narasimha and all very nice. Even Vishnu's appearance for Prahalada. Prahalada says, but I am after all an Asura. How will he appear to me? Then Varuna Deva there comes and says, you call him first. You call him. So then he calls out, O Narayana, with a very deep, anguished tone, that viraha through that. I want to see you. And that appearance is so beautiful.
And they have very nicely, I think ISKCON, there's a lot of involvement from there, So the paintings of ISKCON, so the Vishnu you see is fantastic, just like how Bhagavatam describes, it's so beautiful.
They've used ISKCON and Gita Press as a reference. I know we seem to be, it's more about Narsimha rather than to take a movie, a 2.5 hours movie with authenticity. That is beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Even for adults.
Wonderful.
I took my Balvihar children also. So 15 children we all went.
See, when that God's love, love is a God only. I mean, it's not anything different. Whatever love we feel within is the form of the Lord. You know, many times Swami says that is the Shakti of the Bhagavan. Shakti, Veliparra, she expresses as love. She expresses as anger. It is the same Lord who form, So when that is there is no fear, right? There is no individual ego. There is no other. That is why Prahlad, they say Narsimha Avatar, from the bhakti standpoint, we all say, for Prahlada, right? But another beautiful perspective is, many times in many of his talks, one says, is Narsimha Avatar, for Prahlada is not needed. The entire thing is Hari only. His vision is Hari. He sees nothing other than Hari, right? But it is that call is from Hiranyakashipu. There is a beautiful shloka in Bhagavad Gita which says, Yam Yam Bhavam. In whatever bhava we connect with him, with the same bhava he responds to us.
Yes.
When
It is
we
there even in
start,
Bhagavad Gita, one shloka.
yes, in Bhagavad Gita it is there. I am not remembering the entire one. It starts with Yam Yam Bhavam, then Smaran something. So, in whatever bhava, it's not just the Panchamahabhavas, okay? Anything, and wherever, in whatever level I am in, that is why if I pray for something, he responds with the answer for the prayer. Whatever I call out, he comes in some form or the other. I pray for a child, he gives child. I pray for money, he gives money. Right? So, wherever I am, however I connect with him, in the same way he responds. He's seeking that connection. So, Hiranyakashipu, so much of anger within, so much of anger and heedlessness. There is absolute, that deep asuric, like what Arti was saying, lowermost. That is the heedlessness is, very difficult. Heedlessness can be taken out only by such a Narsimha Avatara. That is why that breaking the pillar, Swami says, is breaking that thick avarana of that ignorance. The more and more it is thick, the higher is the ahankara. Hiranyakashipu thinks he is the Lord. He is not even, there is that little boy who is just there as the Bhagavad Swarupa, and he is able to bring in transformation to everybody in that place except Hiranyakashipu. So that is how even in the movie we saw there are many who are getting transformed just by his presence. So even that he is not heeding to. He is not able to see. So that is the power, that low he has gone. Low means that so much of tamas is there. So that big jolt is needed from Bhagavan's side to come out and show himself to Hiranyakashipu. So it is said in Bhag, we all have read that, no? When he puts on his lap. So very nicely Swami says, because he is a bhakta, he is Jaya Vijaya. Swami will not put him down. So Narsimha Swami is putting Hiranyakashipu on his lap. Right? And what Hiranyakashipu wanted, he Satyam Vidatum Nijabritya Bhashitam means what Britya is here, Hiranyakashipu, and what he wanted, he satisfied everything that Hiranyakashipu wanted. He didn't want to be killed in the hands of any Jantu which was created by Brahma, all those boons, right? So he satisfied everything. He made the statement of his Britya. So everybody is a Bhakta. So for us to see, everyone is a Bhakta. We don't know who is calling, Hiranyakashipu was constantly calling Hari. So we don't know. We might be thinking with so much of, um, we end up thinking, with so much of, what do you say? Apichetsu Durachara, says Krishna, right, in Bhagavad Gita. Even so much of Durachara, so many sinful things they keep doing, but we don't know. They might be calling Hari from inside. So he responds so much. So that kind of a jolt was needed for Hiranyakashipu to recognize Bhagavan.
Yeah, the shloka is Yam Yam Vapi Smaran Bhavam Tyajatyante Kalevaram Tam Tameveti Kaunteya Sada Tad Bhava Bhavitaha. I think it must be the same thing which is coming from what you're saying in the Bhagavatam also.
No, this is Bhagavad Gita only I was saying. Yam Yam Vapi Smaran Bhavam alone I remembered. I didn't remember.
Yeah, that's what. So even there, when you say Hiranyaksha, he is like, Vishnu is my arch enemy. And he is always hiding. And I am going to get him out and fight him. And to get him out, I am going to take Bhumi Mata and hide her. So it is a bit, everybody goes through tapas and this and that. The aim was the same. I want to see Vishnu. But the way it is being done is through a little bit of terrorizing, not little bit, a lot of terrorizing. So that is why there also he comes as the thorned Varaha. And then here is the Ugra Narasimha. Even when they show that, okay, we'll not give away the movie too much. You all only see.
Yeah.
And it's been taken very. I went to this doctor, Ayurvedic doctor. Even that Shukracharya taking that Sanjeevani Bhuti water from the Kamandala in his stick, and people come alive. That is there in an Ayurvedic book, it seems.
No.
Exactly. So they've done a lot of detailed study in some way.
Yeah.
The moment they show that Khamba also, he says, is Vishnu there? And Prahlada looks there, and on that Khamba he sees Vishnu.
Yeah. So for Prahlada, everything is Vishnu only. Right. So that's how the Bhagavatam shloka also comes. No, is Hari there? So Prahlada says there is nothing other than Hari. That is his. That is where he is. There is nothing other than Hari. So even that Viraha Baba, they have added to give the audience a little bit of Prahlada was a jnani right from the beginning. Bhagavatam, that's what I was wondering. So in Bhagavatam it is not there, but they have put that, so that we understand. It's for the beauty. To see that bhakti, it is for the beauty. There are no stages for Prahlad, right? From beginning jnani only. But it's nice to see, for us to relate. Anyway, we went to God loving from God fearing.
So in the God fearing also, I feel the way the it was God fearing for a while, good God fearing. No. அப்படிலாம் பண்ணக்கூடாது. So, you shouldn't do that. God will not approve of it. Was a way in which I think it was followed. Then lots of do's and don'ts and those. It keeps people in one boundary. Without going too much out of that boundary, it can keep people within a boundary. Initially, it may have worked when, and it helps probably when the tamas in the society is higher. In general, when the tamas in the society is higher, one cannot understand reason. One cannot, when the society, in the society, the understanding is not there. There is a time, right, when we ask our parents, grandparents, and all that. We never asked our parents all these questions, as though asking questions is wrong. You should just follow. Okay, so when the general tamas, and that also helped for a period, I think. When the tamas in the society is high, when for a certain reason, because there were so many invasions, the knowledge, there were not enough people probably to give it. It was just about, at least let's keep the culture alive, even though education has gone down. So at that time, that there was a sense of building, or maybe it was influence from other religions. We don't know how it was, but that that little God fearing was there. But then people ask questions and the fear is gone. The moment you are asking questions, it shows that there is no fear, and then there is an answer. Then there is a seeking, and then God fearing typically comes more with believing rather than seeking. We can get caught into a web of do's and don'ts. This is right, this is wrong, this is good, this is bad, this is, rather than coming from the space of jnana, viveka. Viveka.
Yeah.
But love transcends everything, no?
Hmm?
Love transcends.
Love transcends, yeah. Only God, the love really gives that connection. Until then, we have connection with our own ego as long as there is fear. Yeah. Love gives the true connection with the inner. Yeah, Divya?
Yeah, I mean, see, you see the Abrahamic religions, Islam and Christianity or Judaism. They are mainly how they this propagate the religion is like God will do this if you don't do this. So even though the records say that there are many Christians in the world, but actually I've read that very few of them actually believe in God because they are not allowed to question.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
True.
See, that is the thing with belief in anything,
yeah,
right? Belief when you come into, but as though in Christianity, I see that they largely promote love.
It's more of
This
bhakti. Yeah.
bhakti. I would
but
say they
again,
promote
Islam
love
is
and
more they wo fear pay they work
Yeah.
on fear.
Islam is too much fear. Okay, let's
Islam
not
is
get
more
into
with
that.
fear.
Yeah.
Ah,
In this thing, the only thing they insist upon love. Lot of thing in Christianity, I feel, are very similar to our this thing in a lot of ways, except that they will say the
but
only
then
true
again, you
God is
cannot
Jesus, or
question.
the only
Ah,
true path is Jesus.
but again, they are not
Maybe,
allowed to question.
so that is a given. You must accept that.
No, maybe these all also came as part of politics. There are
Yeah,
few
yeah, yeah.
things they say in Old Testament, such things were not there. It was
And again,
later
we are
added.
judging those from
Okay.
outside. We haven't
Yeah,
read
we
those
don't
too
know.
much
Yeah. So
also.
No,
Bible
what
they
I
say is
was
a very
saying is,
beautiful grantha.
even though
Hmm?
practitioners of the religion, I mean, the people who come in that religion category, they say a lot of them don't actually believe.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's
So
because
many
they're not
people
allowed to
kind of
question.
fell out of it when they heard about the crusades and everything that happened, not because of the Bible itself.
Not just that, even after the World War, I feel
Yeah, yeah.
so.
So all the dark ways in which the church conducted its politics,
Yeah.
that is what people were, disenchanted by.
Yeah.
Because there is a belief that Jesus came here. He
In
went to Tibet,
Himalayas,
he stayed
yeah, he
here,
was in the
he learned
Himalayas.
from, he came to
Mahavtar Babaji and
somewhere, huh?
Mahavtar Babaji and all
Avatar
that.
Babaji, they say. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Mahavatar
12 years
Baba,
of,
he's had all those influences, and then he took it to the West, gave it his own mold. So a
Yeah,
lot of things I find is very kind of similar, except the people who are taking it don't understand it. I feel, because they must understand the Indian philosophy, the Indian Vedanta to understand their Bible. I would feel
yeah,
actually.
see, one very important thing is like what Divya was saying. See, the Upanishads are the basic authority, Shrutis, we say.
Yes.
Yeah. So many times I've heard even Swami telling why we say them as authority. It's not just because they are revealed texts. There are two things to it. I really,
question
it
answers,
came as a
huh?
beautiful, yeah,
Most of it is question answers. It is like
question
Upanishad.
answer. And the one who is going through the Upanishad in the proper, way, guided by another realized being,
Uh,
even today, they see this, the experience is so true for the individual. And the Upanishads so it cannot be questioned. The one who goes through the Upanishadic way, why we say as authority, it's not just because it was revealed. Even Quran, many statements they say it was revealed. So just because suddenly something may get revealed for me today,
Experience. It is
Is it
experiential.
my mind or is it revelation? Sometimes
even
might
if
not
it is
even
a
know.
true revelation, they say it could be a true revelation, but they say it cannot be taken as an authority unless it is true
Experiential.
it is true across.
Yes, for many others have experienced the same feeling. It is like I take an experiment. Somebody has done an experiment and identify atoms. And they say in my book, I'm reading that there is an atom.
Hmm.
When I read that there are atoms, I am a believer.
Yeah.
And I just go with it. But the moment I start experimenting on that and actually see the atom myself, then I become a seeker and I realize that there is an atom like that. The revealed texts, what they have revealed, you take them as an authority, but don't just stop there. Then starts your seeking and your own realization, where you yourself are the laboratory in which you are conducting that experiment of whatever, and time and again that experiment is being repeated and replicating the same result that those who have revealed
Yes.
those texts to us.
Only then it becomes authority.
Timeless, that's why it's called timeless wisdom.
Yeah, for everything. It is not so like in Bhagavatam, it is not limited only to human beings. Yes, spirituality is only for human beings, that is different. But then, there are many we see. So uh, that makes it so that is
That is
lacking somewhere in in the
in one
Semitic
of
religion.
Nochur Swami's satsangas, he started Satyam Param Dhim. It is the truth.
Yeah,
Because people have experienced it, and you can
that
also experience it if you are willing to.
yeah,
Yes,
that's it.
supreme truth.
If we can't see it, then it's not truth, right? So,
And
mm,
in tranquility, grace, whatever the books, the scriptures are telling, through the steps that you take in the spiritual path, it is grace reveals himself, gives sparks of revelations every now and then, building that faith, that shraddha, that bhakti, that, and when that small glimpses of whatever we are studying, we get every now, it concretizes that the knowledge. You feel more like, oh yeah, whatever I read, there is something to it. Absolutely. When you experience even small grace here and there.
Absolutely. Raghuramji, as he says, right, becomes experiential.
Yes.
Just one thing, even though the movie was great, I think they should have shown a little bit about Jay Vijaya.
I wish they had started from there.
But then Rajit was also saying it would have been too long.
Yeah, maybe. But beginning, if they had done that little Jaya Vijaya thing and then the Diti and Kashyapa,
mhm.
that's okay. It would have brought the whole flow.
But the next they had put as Parshurama, no? That is
Yeah.
very good, I thought, because Parshurama is one
Mahavtar.
avatar where there are so many
Not
questions
many,
for
Yes,
yeah, not
yes.
many people
Not
know
that
also.
very well.
accepted, maybe.
Uh-huh.
So much of violence.
Popular. Layman terms, popular also.
Yeah, not popular also.
Yeah, not popular.
Mm.
I don't know how much they will cover from that also. I hope they cover the whole Malnadu. That's that
From
area,
Parshurama
Gokarna to
Kshetra,
Kerala.
uh,
Kerala.
Kerala and
Uh,
Mangalore and that whole area.
one thing, Aarti ji, during the credits, towards the end of the movie, they showed they were writing all the places where
Yes,
they actual they
Narsimhas.
that Holika Dahan, it was held in some part that is presently in Pakistan.
Yeah,
the cliff also they had mentioned. I couldn't read it when
it
it
was
was.
very fast.
It was fast. I thought maybe
Even
sound
I'm
effect.
not sure. We should look it up.
Yeah. So, Kalmashapada.
Okay.
Kalmasha is all the faults. Yes. We will
So
see.
he became a Rakshasa and spent his time in the forest now. Now this king, he had lost his temper. Again, who you lose your temper against? So many things also matter. So losing the temper is not the biggest thing, but who you lose it to. A lack of that humility, right? So he has become a Rakshasa and spent his time in the forest. Once he saw a Brahmin couple in the forest, and according to his Rakshasic nature, he caught hold of the Brahmin to eat him up. The wife entreated him to leave her husband. She said, "You are a hero. You are a Kshatriya. You are a righteous king. You are not really a Rakshasa. You are a scion of the line of Ikshvaku. You are a Maharatha and your wife is the noble Madayanti. Please remember your real nature and let my husband live. Killing a Brahmin is like killing a cow which is said to contain the universe. Please kill me and leave my husband alone." He would not listen. With his mind clouded because of the curse, King Shaudasha killed the Brahmin and ate him up. The woman was beside herself with grief and anger, and she said, "Since you have parted a husband and a wife, you will have to accept my curse. You will die when you try to take your wife." She then cremated her husband's bones and threw herself into the fire. After the duration of 12 years, the king resumed his former self. He went back to his kingdom. When he went to his wife with his heart full of love, she told him about the curse of the Brahmin's wife, and he had to refrain from taking her. According to the custom of those days, Vashishta the Guru procreated a son for him by taking Madayanti. The child was in her womb for 7 years, and Vashishta had to expel it with the help of a stone. The child was therefore named Ashmaka. He was a very good ruler and upheld the name of his ancestors. Katvanga, the great king of the solar race, was a descendant of this Shaudasa, whose other name was Vishwasaha. Lots of names, lots of story. Basically, this we are seeing all the story in the Ikshvaku clan, that lineage, the different descendants of Ikshvaku.
Will we reach Rama next?
Yeah. Finally, I think the next one we will reach Rama. We have time, we can continue. Katwanga's son was Dirghabahu and his son was Raghu. Aja was the son of Raghu and Aja's son was Dasharatha. The Lord, now somebody has made this, right, with the Bhagavatam, has made this full lineage tree, like a family tree, starting, it will have the Surya Vamsha, the Chandra Vamsha, and everything, and all the kings coming up to some Chandragupta Maurya. So the Lord, to rid the Devas of the atrocities of Ravana, agreed to descend to the earth. He was born as the son of Dasharatha. Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, and Shatrughna were the 4 forms the Lord took to rid the world of its sins. That's the beauty. They're all the different angas of Mahavishnu, one the Chakra, the Adishesha, the Shanka, and Vishnu himself. You have heard the story of Rama often enough of his wandering in the Dandaka forest, accompanied by Sita, his consort, and by Lakshmana, his devoted brother. This was at the behest of his father. Rama, who was so tenderly brought up by his father that his feet when touched by the soft palms of his beloved Sita, would become red and hurt like a faded lotus, walked with bare feet in the forest so that his father's name should be unsullied.
Hmm.
When Rama was a youngster of 16, the great Vishwamitra came to the court of Dasharatha and said, I am performing a great yajna in the Siddhashrama. The Rakshasa Maricha and Subahu are always trying to pollute the spot and prevent the yajna from being performed. I want to take your son with me. He will destroy the Rakshasas. Give Rama to me. Anything you have to say, Bala?
No, nothing. Actually, uh, the first paragraph, it's not related to, the topic is not related to what we are reading, but Rama walking, right? I remembered a beautiful, it looks like there is a shloka in Dandakaranya when they are walking, and Ramakrishna Paramahamsa always quotes that, saying, Rama is going first. We would have seen like that, many pictures, and then followed by Sita, and then Lakshmana. So, Lakshmana, like a Jiva, Rama, Paramatma, and the Sita is the Maya, the Divine Mother. So, the Jiva is saying, Oh, Sita, please move, move. Mother, please move. Only you have to do Kripa and move so that I can see Rama. That is one nice shloka. I don't know if it is in Valmiki Ramayana or Tulasidas Ramacharitra, but it is so beautiful. That picture came in as he was saying when Rama was walking in that Dandakaranya. So we keep saying, Oh Maya, please move away, move your avarana so that I can see the truth. Mhm. Yeah, yeah, it's just that came up.
Dasharatha was so lost in his son that he didn't want to send him. But Vashishta convinced the king that he should not let his love blind him to the consequences of the anger of Vishwamitra. Rama and Lakshmana went with Vishwamitra to the forest. They reached the famed Siddhashrama. When the yajna was being performed, the Rakshasas appeared in the sky. Rama killed Subahu and drove Maricha to the shores of the ocean. The yajna was brought to a successful end. Vishwamitra then took Rama and Lakshmana to Mithila, the city where Janaka ruled. Janaka was the lord of the Videha kingdom. He had with him the great bow of Shiva. Rama broke the great bow and won the hand of Sita, the daughter of Janaka. Sita was his equal in every way, in beauty, youth, in her noble qualities, and modesty. When he was taking her back to Ayodhya, Rama met Parashurama, who had destroyed the Kshatriyas of the earth 21 times with a terrible intentness. Rama took up the challenge of Parashurama and, stringing the bow of Vishnu, humiliated him. I am.
Yeah.
At that time, Parashurama is said to have recognized that Rama is an avatara of Vishnu and that now his time is over and he recedes into the Himalayas. Parashurama is one of the Chiranjeevis, as it is said. So this which humiliated him, I don't know. I don't think that was the intent there, right?
Yeah. That's not the intent, yeah. He's now sent to the somewhere where he is still in tapas.
Correct.
I think the bow of Vishnu, because Rama could take up, that is how Parashurama recognizes Sharanga. When Rama is able to lift the Sharanga, Parashurama recognizes, oh, you are also Vishnu Amsa. He's Vishnu Purnavatara, Rama, right? But they say something, no? I don't know where I read this. Maybe when we were doing Kathotsava. Rama, they say, see, Bhagavan is 16 qualities, no? There are some 16 Bhagas they attribute to Bhagavan. So in that...
Rama has 14.
14. Krishna, all 16.
All 16. So they say, it's also like a journey, right, of the Jiva. If you look at, there are so many avatars, even in the Dashavataras, and you say the Jiva is going through, even in this, it was told, in Narsimha Avatara, it takes 8,44,000 so many jivas. For 10,000 years it is there as fishes and as plants, and then 10,000 years or 1 lakh years it is there as the jiva goes through multiple, all the insects and then the birds and then the animals, and finally takes human form. So initially it is a physical evolution of the body that jiva is going through, the evolution where initially only a few senses are active, and in a human, and maybe a few movements, like in bats the vision at night is there, not in the day, and things like that, the part of it like that, many jivas you go through, and finally as a human all your senses are active, and the mind and intellect is at its highest development, and that is why as a human, that is why you get a human sharira, so that the intellect is so well polished that it can turn towards the and realize itself. None of the other jivas have that. Even in that, even among humans, you first go through, the very basic tamasic jiva, and finally when you come to a Brahmana is a seeker and not a one based on birth. Anybody who is seeking, coming for these sessions, coming about or immersing in either in bhakti or in jnana or in through karma, whatever, in whatever way, is seeking the divine, is seeking that unity, is seeking the truth. All those are Brahmana. So we have come through all of this and come when you are having this power. I mean, it is grace that that is what Swamigal says, Nachu Swamigal, that you are even picking up one scripture and reading it is his grace only. Like that, to come here, so that is a Narajanma Durlabha. So now it is time. Don't waste your time in all running after all these illusory materialistic pleasures. Seek that eternal divine presence pleasure, that bliss. So these 14 qualities, that is in a way, so if you see that journey of the jiva, it goes through all this, first Matsya, then Kurma, Varaha. There are multiple other jivas also in between. Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, then Narasimha. Okay, the higher beast. And then now comes Vamana. Don't relate, if you don't relate, not to relate directly. Vamanavatara was Trivikrama himself in his complete glory. He was born itself as a boy, did not go through that whole birth process. But in a way, by the time, if you look at Parashurama, Vamana Parashurama, in Parashurama, it is almost like human form. From Parashurama, he is in human form. And so Parashurama, Rama, Krishna, there is a clear, the number of attributes of divinity. There is a steady increase from Parashurama to Rama, 14 amsas, to Krishna, all 16. He knew he was God. It was like that. Rama never said, I am God. But Krishna said, Aham Brahmasmi. He had that realization, that final realization is what they say. Yes, Rajeshi?
What are the 16 attributes? Can you just, if possible?
It is there. We can look it up and send it to you. It's there in Bhagavatam, one shloka comes. Forgetting. The definition of Bhagavan. Bhaga means attributes. 16. So, Padinarum Petru Peruvaluvagal, they say, in Tamil. When 16, when they get married, they say 16 you get, and you lead a glorious life. So we think it is children, children, this quality, 16.
So Lord Rama was Maryada Purushottam, the Uttama again among Purusha. But Krishna was Bhagwan. Purnam. He had attained that Purnatvam completely. He was the Purnatvam. And you take thousands and thousands of years, even in the Narajanma, right? Even when we get this Narajanma, it's constant polishing, constant Vasanakshaya. Asangashasrena dridena chitva. Through non-attachment, use non-attachment as your shastra and keep moving. That is all we can do. Aware, conscious, detach from anything that is entangling and shackling. And then let grace do its work. Don't keep checking, am I going, where am I, how am I? You just keep doing this.
When we are checking, it is again ego coming from the back door.
Yeah.
That is why Bhagavan asks, who is asking? Atman will not ask, am I in the right path? There is no path for Atman. Body will not ask. Something between the two is rising and telling, am I in the right path? Again, that we have to. So when Aarti was talking about time, recently I heard this example again from Swami only. Today Swami only is coming. Beautiful it was, to know the value of time. This one lifetime is what we have with us. We don't even know how many years, right? This time is what we have with us. The seriousness in knowing the truth. Must be like the example given is having just one water bottle when we are walking in a desert. How will I use that water? Will I use that water to wash my feet and wash my face? How much ever say I am even if I am such a cleanliness freak, will I use to wash my hands? No, I know the value of that water when I'm in the desert. So, like that, I must know the pain of birth. That is why Bhagavatam again and again and again talks about the pain. The pain of suffering must be deep there in us so that the value of every moment we know and we use it only towards truth. Bhagavad Gita gives that word Vyavasayatmika Buddhi. It's the one pointed buddhi. Say if I decide to go from here to Chennai, the decision is going to Chennai. Okay, whatever is needed for eating, drinking, those things will be done. But I will not forget I have to go to Chennai, right? It is there. The car will not go to Coimbatore or some other place. So like that, the purpose of this birth is to realize who we are, realize the true nature, whatever, or be in bhakti, be in love, how we all are. So that is the purpose of life. So like the time is like that water, one small little bottle of water that is there in desert. So every moment we are, putting in must be towards Brahman. Anything that is taking me away from that, we need to let it go. So it is very powerful. I heard that example. We must know that seriousness.
I was actually, we go sometimes to this Ayurvedic doctor. He's very, how do you say, very passionate about Ayurveda. He does a lot of studies, and whenever we go, he will share certain things. That day he had some time, we were the last patient. So he was studying something on Siddha medicine. And he was talking about how these Siddhas tried to prolong the age of this body. They say, when Bala was telling about this urgency, right? It's like in this body, I remember where I am. whatever about everything. But the moment I leave this body and I take another body, I will forget everything and I have to start from scratch again. So Siddhas extend their body, it seems.
But
They will be
Gita
somewhere.
says when we even one nama in the spiritual thing,
Yeah, but that doesn't
where
get.
we
You don't
leave,
forget that.
where we leave the same stream, that's the Kalyana Krit again. I think we need to look up the shloka. Arjuna asks the same question. Say we have started the journey, but it's not over.
Yes.
But this body falls. Is it like we go, we have to start from again? Says no. Wherever we have, that is why we see, right? For us to even look at the Srimad Bhagavatam and being able to listen, many janmas of something has only brought us here. Yeah, it is not just this janma. So even that, yeah, but of course, Siddha, that's different
So
because
they
you
keep
mentioned that.
themselves alive like that, not at all mixing with the world. You see the Naga Babas and these people, they're not even mixed with the world. Their only thing is we will extend, we will be, because we don't want to forget, and we will do everything that is needed to attain. So,
Yeah.
but that they say he calls it, you have the right hand marga and the left hand marga. Vama something in it. So this is the left hand marga. The right hand marga is our Vedic ways where you say, all that is dying is you are not dying. I mean, you are not dying. It's only the body that is dying. So whatever you're carrying. So they go with that, be with this body. So now, that is a certain way. So basically what he was trying to say, and hence they have found a lot of ways in Siddha, the kind of medication, the kind of this thing to keep this body active and going for a long time. And hence that is very helpful for Ayurveda. That is what he was trying to come to. The point of how it can be useful, even in this life in a way. But the idea is basically you will always, wherever you forgot, we have seen it time and again, whether it is Jadabarada, he was born, he forgot, but whether it was Gajendra, all of them, from wherever they are, it starts, that seed is there and it continues and it manifests. And you move forward from there. You are taken forward from there. That sense of surrender which has entered the heart cannot go away.
I say even that one nama you have uttered will not go waste. But whatever wealth like Kubera we have is waste.
Yeah.
Nothing. It is of no use.
We only leave back all conflicts.
It is a hurdle.
It's a hurdle. So many people having property fights after parents leave, because I want more, this more, that more, whatever, you got less, I got less, you got more, I got more, whatever, all of this. So money, all material wealth is dvandva only. Duality, pain, pleasure, this is what. So the only in his nama, Swamigal will say, if you feel bhakti, you cry to him. Why? Don't cry, why is this world so bad to me? You cry, why are you away from me?
That is why we
I
see
want
the
this
world as
Maya
bad.
to be removed and I want to be with you. Why are you keeping me away from you? Cry like that. Don't cry, why is this person doing this? Why is that person doing this? Don't go crying like that. It is about, why am I affected by it? Why I am affected by all this? Because you are away from me. Because I am stuck in this Maya, because you are not revealing, you reveal yourself to me. He is there. So he will say, cry. If in bhakti you cry like that. In jnana, you
that
that
crying,
viveka, that vairagya, you let go, asanga shastra. In jnana, you do that. In bhakti, you just cry to him, turn to him and say, I got separated from you now. That is why I am feeling all this viraha, this thing. Why are you separating me from you? I want me to be with you all the time. Keep me with you all the time. That should be our cry.
Very nicely, he says how the kitten calls out to the mother cat. How does it say? It says meow, meow. So meow, shall I
Meow.
come? So cry like that, you know. It is very.
We'll close.
Hmm.
How much is there in this, Bala?
You can finish it up.
Finish, Rama?
No, no,
No. Okay. No, that's quite a bit.
you can't finish. It's time.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
2 more
time.
minutes. Just one. Left to the forest. Where were we? No. He didn't want to send him.
Yeah, here's where we finish. That humiliated. Now we have to start with this page.
Or we'll continue next week.
Yeah, I think we'll continue next week.
Yeah.
Om. असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ
Hari Om. Thank you.
हरि ओम्